So Giannis Antetokunmpo, the MVP of our league, recently did an interview with a Greek network named Cosmo. And I thought Giannis said some things that I would not have advised him to say. As the MVP of the league, he's in the last year of his deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a very important year in the career of Giannis. You know, the pressure starts now. This is the one. You know, obviously Giannis is not from a popularity standpoint, he's not LeBron. But I'd say he's right under LeBron. And I think their paths are very similar. And if you look at this point in Giannis' career, it's very similar to where LeBron James was at his, going into his last year in Cleveland, first time around. And some of the comments Giannis made in this interview, they're very LeBron-like. I'll read them to you. One thing Giannis said was, if LeBron, KD, or AD wanted to join me in Milwaukee, I will be happy. I don't care about being number one or number two or number three. He's pretty much saying he wanted to win. One other thing he said is Kobe told me, and rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. He said, Kobe told me to sacrifice if I want to win and be great. LeBron is the best in the world. MVP is another story. I can tell that he is the best and my idol. He is 17 years in the league. So I wouldn't have said that if I were Giannis for a couple of different reasons. Well, when I watch Giannis and LeBron play head-to-head, outside of that last matchup, right before COVID ended the season in March, LeBron looked better than Giannis on the court, and the Lakers won that game. But before that, the last few times that I had saw, LeBron match up against Giannis, I thought Giannis was the best player on the court. I did. And Giannis is the MVP of the league. And I'm a guy who picked Giannis to win the MVP the last couple years. I know y'all know I'm a Laker diehard, but I watch the games every night. Giannis was the MVP of the league. It's a regular season award, people. He was the most valuable asset to his team, night in, night out. I don't think Giannis needs to be bowing down to LeBron today. He is great enough to feel like he's better than LeBron. I actually like the way Kevin Durant has went about it with LeBron over the last couple years. You could tell KD feels like he's better than LeBron. He thinks he's better. He just thinks he needs to prove it. That's why he's in Brooklyn right now. If not for injury, I believe Kevin Durant, man, it'll be an interesting conversation between LeBron and KD if KD had not missed the last two postseasons. It would be damn interesting. So for Giannis to come out and bow down to LeBron right now and say he'd like to play with AD or whomever, I don't think Giannis needs to do that at this point in his career. Not right now. I think he's great enough. I got to see Giannis live last year for the first time, and I think it was right in the middle of that Milwaukee Bucks long winning streak last season. Looking at him play basketball, everybody with eyes can tell this dude is one jump shot away from being an all-time great. And an all-time great don't need to big up another all-time great when they're both still playing. That is my personal opinion about that. Not the way he did it. And in regards to, saying he's open to playing with, LeBron and AD and others, I get it. It's going to be tough for Giannis to recruit to Milwaukee. We saw LeBron have those issues in Cleveland. And I don't know how much longer Giannis plays that game. Maybe he gives the Bucks a short extension, but if he were smart, he would not sign a long-term extension in Milwaukee. You don't have to. Your body is great enough. You don't get hurt often, knock on wood. You don't need to sign a 5-year deal. You want to sign a 2-year deal, great. You're in the prime of your career. If Milwaukee can get you the talent that you need, I guarantee you Miami can do it. We saw that before. I think it's important for Giannis to develop relationships. He ain't from around here. He don't got the AAU connections like a lot of guys got. One thing that people sleep on all the time, a big moment in LeBron convincing, or Dwayne Wade and LeBron convincing Chris Bosh to come to Miami, it started in the Olympics, developing that relationship with Chris Bosh. Remember, initially it was supposed to be LeBron, Wade, and Melo, but Melo opted to sign an extension with Denver. So Dwayne Wade and LeBron looked at the next best option, and that was Chris Bosh, another guy in their class. So I don't think by any means Giannis needs to bow down to LeBron, but I do think he needs to build relationships with guys like maybe it's Anthony Davis. Maybe he can lure him away from from LA to Milwaukee. I don't know. I don't believe that. I'm just saying I don't know. I think Trae Young is a guy that Giannis needs to be building a relationship with. Guys like that, because I thought for sure Giannis was going to go get Chris Paul. I thought Milwaukee was going to pull the trigger on Chris. And I still think they had the assets to pull the deal off, but it looks like Chris had a big say-so in his new home. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Giannis going into this season. How much pressure is on the Greek Freak, the MVP of our league, to at least get to the finals? I don't think he has to win it all, but that Milwaukee's Bucks team, they got to get to the finals. They have to be the best team in the East because they have the best player in the East and comparable assets alongside of him. I'm out.